Ah, big girl, big rhino. Well, I have a few people asking about setup and that, and they seem to think that she's overloaded and all. But these big machines can handle it, eh? They do really well. So, talk about some of the setup. I've obviously got all the protection and that. GS has all that stuff. Protection for the headlight, because those things are super expensive to replace. We've got lights down there. One spotlight's broken off. The mount broke off on the other side, so I've only got one spotlight at the moment. That broke off on the way down here. So I'll look at getting that reinforced and fix that up. These bags here probably make it a bit wider, well they definitely do, but it's not too bad. It's about the same width as the handlebars, so you pretty much know that if your handlebars fit down, the bike will fit down. So I still lane split and all with that. Sometimes it gets a bit narrow and you just sort of stop and wait. But yeah, so those little bags, I carry the essentials in, emergency stuff, first aid kit and things, a couple of tools, the heavier tools and stuff. So easy to get to stuff like a chamois and that when I'm camping. I keep a chamois in there for drying off tent and stuff like that. Even wiping the bike down after a bit of rain overnight comes in handy. Tools up under the back in this little compartment there. That has a bunch of tools in there. I've got a saw and stuff. Come across some white brush trees and things like that, you can get it cut up. But even when you're camping too, the saw comes in handy for that. Tank bag, always handy. Is probably a bit bigger than I like it, but it serves its purpose. I keep the drone, my glasses and stuff like that in there. A few nibblies and bits and pieces, works well. I am looking at downsizing it a bit maybe, and start maybe carrying the drone in the backpack instead. But anyway, for now that's working alright. Up front here, I got the mount that it's a charging mount for my phone. Everyone knows about the quad locks, but that works really well. That's actually hardwired into the bike, and it switches on with the power of the bike. The DMD navigation, it is unreal. It's basically a tablet, and yeah, you can bring up maps, whatever you want. Most of my navigation I have that running in the background, usually recording my tracks, while the other navigation is the one that I use to get around with. Their own navigation, the DMD2, that's all in there as well, so you can use that. Yeah, it's a bloody good unit. And it's on a hard mount too, so works well. Yeah, these little pouches up front, I usually carry stuff for cleaning me visor, tyre punches and things like that. That all lives in those little pouches there. They're quite handy to have. I remove the back seat for trips like this, and I've got this hard plate that goes on there. It's an alloy one. Clips straight into the seat mount plate, so it's just a key release. It's really good. This bag looks big and excessive, I will admit. But I jumped on the scales with it before I left home, and that whole kit in there, except for the Crocs, that only come in at 12.5 kilos, which is bloody surprising. So realistically, the setup that I've got, although it looks big and bulky, it's actually lighter than carrying a pillion pretty much. I don't know what the camping kit in the bottom panniers weigh. I haven't weighed them up. But it's all lightweight hiking stuff, and those Rhino Walk bags, which was supposed to be just a cheapie to see if I like them or not, or like that style of pannier. They've worked well, like 2 years on, and they're still holding up. I've dropped it this trip, as you can see. I was going up a clay hill which was covered with some leaf litter, didn't see it, and dropped the bike. She went down hard, but panniers hold up, bike held up, and a little bit of a scuff on these ones, but that'll all clean up. But yeah, Crocs, got to have your Crocs. They come in really handy if you get to places and you want to just kick your motorcycle hiking boots off, and throw them on. You don't have to remove your socks and stuff, so I quite like the Crocs. They come in really handy. Obviously you keep your wet weathers and that handy. I got my pants up there, and I carry my jacket into the backpack.